Happy day after Christmas, all you bargain hunters. It is I, your favorite Grumpy McGrump, the OGGM, coming to you live at 8:38 in the morning on this, the day after Christmas 2023. It is bright and sunny and warm here at Site B. Hard to believe it's the day after Christmas. But it's a good time to check out sales on products for our favorite hobby. And of course, that being professional wrestling. No. Being Dungeons and Dragons and tabletop role-playing game. And so a lot of stuff might be marked out. Almost everybody's having day after Christmas sales. Strangely enough, a lot of them are pushing the day after Christmas sales. I've checked a couple sites so far to see if they've had a big banner or everything. Now, it might still be early. And remember, the sites we're looking at aren't really day after Christmas sales sites. Day after Christmas sales tend to be more like for cars and stuff like that. But yeah, I knew about that one, John, but thank you. Was going to mention that one. So I went to Amazon first, of course, to see what, if anything, is marked down from our neck of the woods. You have to enter day after Christmas sales or just enter everything because the entire site is marked down, but they don't actually are advertising it, which is strange, but not that strange. I mean, drive-through, nothing. They're not having a day after sale, but D&D Beyond is, and DM's Guild, and the Troll Lord Games is, of course, but we want to specifically head over to Amazon to look at the markdowns on D&D product. And why do we want to do that? Well, the same reason we were looking at the markdown PDFs, because it kind of gives us a hint to what they're thinking in regards to let's get rid of stuff on the racks. Because the day after Christmas sale and any other sales between now and the first of the year is to empty out the warehouses, get the 2023 models out till you make room for the 2024 models and whatever it is you're pushing for 2024. So in our case, it's going to be what books are they looking to get rid of to replace with new books. And in regards to Wizards of the Coast, it gives us sort of a hint to what they're thinking about the future of D&D, especially with the whole, it's backwards compatible. Oh, two new faces. Hi, John, and hi, Nerdy. Hopefully you both joined the OGGM and subscribed and all those things. Help me hit 2,000 subs by the end of the year. All right, enough lollygagging. There's a word you don't hear anymore. Dungeons and Dragons books. Obviously, we want to go to the big stuff first, which is weird because that's, here we go. All right, D&D Player's Handbook, originally $50, marked down today to $26.10, worth 27 Amazon points. So that is an almost, that's literally the price cut in half. Dungeon Master's Guide, originally $50, marked down to $28. That's a drop. Feels so. Yeah, the DM's Guide is worth more than the Player's Handbook, and the Monster Manual is worth more than both. So it's 26 for the Player's Handbook, 27 for the DM's Guide, and 28 for the Monster Manual. Interesting. You can get the entire core book collection for $93.99, marked down from $150 to $94. That's huge. Xanthers dropped down from $50 to $24. Tasha's from $50 to $26. Bigby's, which just came out, from $60 to $33. That's cutting in half. Tyranny and Dragons, you don't count. Fizbin's marked down from $50 to $36. Starter sets marked down. The most recent book, Fandelver, from $60 to $40. That's a $20 drop. That's pretty big for a book that just came out. The cookbook that literally came out last week, already down $10, marked down significantly on Kindle. Well, that you don't even count anymore. Source Coast Guide. We're only looking at stuff that came out this year or we think is important. Tales from the Yawning Portal, marked down to $25. Spelljammer just came out. $70 to $39. That's a huge drop. And then what's on page 2? Oh, this is That is not a pleasant. The starter books for little kids marked down from $25 to $17, marked down to $12 on Kindle. Ouch. Dice, some markdowns, not a lot. But yeah, D&D markdowns definitely there. Dice marked down, but not marked down as much as we normally see them. Dice, yeah, it's going to be mostly dice. It's always mostly dice. But we're looking for the books. Dice. Dicey dice. Star Wars Edge, $33 to $28. Star Wars books marked down about $7, $10 for the Star Wars role-playing game. Legends of the Five Rings, yes, it's still in print. Marked down from $43 to $36. Tales from the Loop, marked down only like $5. That seems, not much of a markdown. And yeah, not a lot of RPG books on Amazon today. All right, so let's head over to DM's Guild. DM's Guild is having an end of the year sale. This should give you a hint of what Wizards of the Coast plans are. DM's Guild, of course, the home for all the third-party stuff. So this is all the stuff on their after Christmas sale. And it looks like most of these are all, of course, PDFs. Most of the PDFs are marked down about $10. So yeah, that's not a huge drop. It's definitely a drop, but it's not as big as a drop we expected. The PDF of the Player's Handbook is currently going, I just saw it, for $18 from $30. That's a drop, but for PDFs, not that big of a drop. $30 to $18, $30 to $18, $30 to $18. That's a drop. I mean, that's definitely a drop, but it's not, and it's a little bit more than cutting it in half, but it's close to cutting it in half. I mean, if it was 30 and they're working it down to 18, so it's close to being a cut in half, which is for a PDF. That's a pretty decent drop. And again, it seems to hint at clearing off the shelves of a lot of 5e supplements. And now finally, D&D Beyond. Let's see if D&D Beyond is having after Christmas sales. And if any of these. Let's see, Mordenkainen's down $3. Planescape, not marked down at all. Player's Handbook marked down pretty much the same as everything else. Originally $30. I mean, well, originally $60, marked down to $30, then marked down to $18. So that's about half. The Book of Many Things, which just came out, already marked down. Tasha's marked down $3. Xanthor's marked down $3. Dungeon Master's Guide, cut in half. Eberron, $3. Fizban's, $3. Bigsby's, which just came out, already marked down to $29.99. Monster Manual, cut in half. Strixhaven, $3. Spelljammer, $3. Yeah. So about $3 seems to be the markdown for all the PDFs and stuff on DM's Guild. So what is this telling me? Based upon Amazon, it does feel, and Drive-Thru and D&D Beyond, it definitely feels like they are clearing out supplements. Core rule books, they've marked them down, but not as much as I thought that they would mark down the PDFs. Physical core rule books, on the other hand, literally cut in half for price. So, wow. Yeah. So, yeah, it probably means that, their thinking is people might still want to pick up the core rule books for $5, the older ones, but we're also kind of wanting to clear them off the shelves to make room for the new stuff. But we're definitely just eradicating the supplements, the Tasha shit. Oh, is that going on this year? Let's head on over to Palladium. See if they're having a Palladium grab pie sale. If you're not familiar with this is, yes, every year Palladium does a surprise package for about 100, it's usually about $60, and they just send you random books. You never know what it's going to be. It's usually about $100 worth, if not more, of stuff. It could be anything. If you're a Palladium fan, it's a great way to get Palladium stuff on the cheap, but of course you're taking the risk of not knowing what you're getting. And then for those of us in the OGL, we have got the Troll Lord game sale. And even though there is no mention of it on the site, we do have markdowns of about 30% on the site. Let's see, Player's Handbook. Well, that's always free. The starter bundle is marked down from $200 to $140 for the physical, and from $105 to $74 for the PDF starter bundle. And that includes the Player's Handbook, the DM's Guide, the Adventurer's Backpack, the Monster Manual, the Castle Keeper's Guide. Print copy of the Player's Handbook, most recent, is marked down $10. Print copy of the most recent Monster Manual, marked down $10. 60 to 41, so almost $20. Yeah, so yeah, 30% off everything if you're running to fill out your Troll Lords game collection and jump on the Castles and Crusades bandwagon. It's, pretty much the number one, as I said the other day, the universal champion of the OGL wars, the one that has definitely remained the most positive force for those of us who want to continue to play D20, D&D adjacent fantasy and not deal with the Hasbro nonsense. Most of us are like, yeah, we'll just play Castles and Crusades. It's pretty much got everything I want. I can, easily convert all my D&D stuff to Castles and Crusades. I can easily convert 5th edition stuff to Castles and Crusades. I can easily convert third-party stuff to Castles and Crusades. So I highly recommend the Troll Lord games 30% off sale. And if you're looking for almost, physical handbooks for 5e or any game, today's a good day to get it because, Wizards of the Coast is marking everything down and everybody else is marking everything down. And then tomorrow, who knows? And then, of course, we've got day after New Year's. But those are mostly, sales that we're not interested in, like clothing and cars and electronics and stuff, not D&D toys. And still no General Grievous. Sorry, DM RPG Grandma. That's it for the sales for today. Enjoy a nice, lazy, quiet day after Christmas Tuesday morning. Remember, if you haven't subscribed to the OGGM Adventures yet, please subscribe. 2,000 subs by January 1st. We can still do it, right? Maybe. I don't know. It's a dream. Stay safe out there. I'll talk to you.